Hey, this is Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein, and you are watching Legal Your Truth. So if you've been in business for a while and have hired one or many attorneys, you eventually get to a point where you're thinking about, is this attorney still right for me? Do I need to move on to somebody else? And one of the big issues is anytime you move on to a new, whether it's an attorney, whether it's accountant, any kind of professional service that you're getting provided for you, there's going to be this huge ramp up period and sometimes a big cost in getting the new person brought on. So does it make sense to actually go ahead and switch to a new attorney? So here are good reasons. First, is this attorney a good match for you in how they deliver the service, such that the how isn't becoming a burden on you? You may have an attorney who wants to do everything by email, but you need to talk on the phone. And so it's not a good match. You may have an attorney who wants to do everything by the phone, and you want to do everything by email. You may have someone who always wants you to come in to meet them in the office, and that doesn't work for you. So there's a certain how logistics. You may have an attorney where you have to go through their paralegal or their assistant, and you want to be able to deal with the attorney directly, or you want to deal with the main attorney, and you're always dealing with the associate attorney. So there's a how and the logistics of it. You want to look at, have you just outgrown this attorney? You may have started out with a really simple business, simple needs, and you need much more complex strategy and planning. And there's a certain point where no matter who you're working with, that they're not going to be able to provide and meet your needs anymore. It may also be that your business has gone a different direction. Maybe you've always been local and you've been having a traditional brick and mortar business, and you're adding a large online part of your business, and the lawyer you're working with has no concept of online stuff, or international work, or something where it's just more complicated, or in an area where your lawyer doesn't have any expertise. You want to look to see if your attorney has matching values. And I cringe because sometimes you and your attorney may have different standards of ethics, different styles of aggressiveness or lack thereof. These are things that have to be resonant. You may be someone who wants a real aggressive attack dog kind of lawyer. You shouldn't work with me, for example, because I'm not going to be this aggressive attack dog style. You may want a lawyer who's going to be much more collaborative, and who is going to not be condescending to your particular unique kind of business that you have. That's going to be a different attorney than the aggressive attack dog, for example. And the stances that you're going to take in the work that you're doing, whether it's litigation and negotiating disputes, or whether it's just what trademark applications you're going to file, you want someone who's compatible from that ethical and style basis. And sometimes that's something that's really hard to tell until you work with an attorney. But the fourth reason, whether or not you should keep your attorney, something that's the most important, is you have to work with someone where you trust their advice. And you either trust someone's advice or you don't. I don't care if they are on paper the most amazing attorney that has ever been, if they came to you through a million referrals, if they look like they should be the perfect match. If you don't gut instinct trust that person, then you are wasting everybody's time, and you're definitely wasting your money, because you have to be able to trust their advice and be able to act on it. That is the number one thing the lawyer is providing for you, is their counsel, their legal counsel. And you either trust someone or you don't. It's very important to, obviously, you don't want to just, hire and fire lawyers or any other professional willy-nilly, because it is an expense every time you ramp someone new up. But you don't want to wait too long either, because if it is a relationship that is not meeting your needs, that is not helping you fulfill your goals, it is both obviously a waste of time and money, but also it is going to be a huge expense later on, the longer it takes for you to switch to someone much more compatible for you. Hey, this is Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein, and you just watched Legal Your Truth. For more tips for small business owners and entrepreneurs, you can go to elizabethpw.com or follow me on Twitter at